morning, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Murata, host of the podcast, and I'm excited this morning. I'm really curious, certainly happy to talk with award winner, senior Gabrielle Polarski. Gabrielle is the winner of the prestigious Scholastic Gold Key Art Award. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. This is Gabrielle, everyone. And again, super excited to highlight art, to talk with Gabrielle about her processes and all that kind of stuff. So, number one, how are you this morning?
I'm good. It's nice to be here. I'm honored to be on here.
Yeah. I'm honored to have you and really proud.
Thank you.
We're going to see some of Gabrielle's artwork and certainly talk about the process. Let's have some serious questions first. Chance of a snow day tomorrow. Are you getting involved with that? Are you saying yes? We're going to delay. What's your prediction?
I heard that it was 95% chance, so
Are you
hoping for one.
You're following Ben Knoll? Are you a Ben Knoll?
That's what I've heard from Ben Knoll.
All right. Gabrielle, maybe you can make me a snow day image and we'll use that at one of our snow days coming up here. All right, very good. So let's chat about you and your work here. I was introduced to you because Lured into the Deep, and we're going to show these pieces here, is the winning piece here for this Gold Key Art Award. So tell me about when you heard about that and what it meant for your piece to win.
Well, yeah, Miss Maloney introduced me to it, as in, because she thought it'd be a good opportunity for me. And actually, I did submit something to it last year, but I just got an honorable mention. I assumed that I would just get an honorable mention again this year, but, so I made this piece for my portfolio, really, because I wanted to add a digital piece to it. And I really wanted to kind of tell a story to the viewer, and I tried to make it a very immersive piece, you are looking down into the water, seeing that scene happen. And I just thought that'd be something to be good to add to my portfolio. And then when she brought that up to me, I was like, okay, so I think that'd be a good one to submit. I submitted 2 others also, but when I got when I was told that I won, I was like, I bet it's Lured to the Deep.
That's what you felt.
I was like, I bet it was that one, because this one felt different for me.
Okay, I'm going to see if we could pull this up while we're talking about it, Gabrielle. Is this your mom, Jen, here? Is that Jennifer Polarski? Is that mom? Hi, Mom. Happy to have her on here. Let me pull this up. Sorry. This is the one we didn't download. So my guidance counselor stuff. Shout out to the guidance counselors for Guidance Counselor Appreciation Week. Where is it, Gabrielle? Sorry, friends. I thought I had this queued up. We pushed that out last week. Here it is. Nah, I'm not going to mess with it. We'll just hold up. We'll just hold up the image. Again, this is the image that Gabrielle is talking about here. So it wasn't like, okay, here's this contest. Make me a piece of artwork.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
No.
You chose these. Now, you say digital art for a rookie here. I'm sorry if these are not great questions. But so this is not, you didn't paint this.
No.
You created this digitally.
Yeah.
It looks like a painting.
Yes. Yeah. That's the type of style I try to go for with my digital art. I like a more painterly style to it. That's just personally for me though. A lot of people use digital art in more cartoony ways, just different things like that. But I find that's what works best for me.
Cool.
But yes, I use my my Huion tablet, and I just bring it to school every single day. Bring it with my laptop. I just connect them together, just sit there and do my digital art.
So this is a tablet, and you are kind of doing all kinds of work on that. That's how you produce that.
Yeah.
Wow. And then do you save it as a JPEG, or what do you save it as?
Well, they get saved as files in the program that I use. And I just like save the images as like PNGs, and that works most of the time.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do you come up with the title first and then draw something based off the title, or do you draw something or create something and then the title comes to you? Which order?
It's always been for me the title last. Some of my pieces don't even have titles, but for my portfolio, I had to come up with a title for everything. So it was like after the fact. But I think Lord to the Deep is cool for this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always been afterwards because that's just easier for me. Like because I always think of images that I thought would look cool and stuff, and then kind of it turns into something like a story as I'm doing it. But yeah.
Cool. Very cool. If you're watching live, jump in and say hello. We're going to show a number of Gabrielle's pieces here. And we're very proud of her, very excited about this competition and the, spotlighting the art. Gabrielle, is this something you've always been into? Like since you were a little kid,
Yeah.
it was you were always into this.
Yeah, I've always been like drawing and stuff ever since for as long as I can remember, really. I had like just silly little drawings that I would make, Like I think as a little kid, like my parents could always tell which drawings were mine out of like my classmates because they said it was like you could tell just based on the quality or something, like I was coloring in the lines or something. But yeah, I've been taking art classes for a while too because
Okay.
of my homeschool co-op in like 5th grade, I want to say. Like I've always had art throughout my life, and
Nice.
it's been great.
Very cool. And you want to go into this in your future.
Yeah.
So talk to me about your future, college, and then maybe what you think you might want to do with the art.
Mhm. So right now I've applied to schools for art and illustration majors and just whatever they have available really because not all of them have the same majors, but just for fine arts and illustration and stuff. But I'm thinking I want to be an illustrator because there's a lot of different things that I can explore with that, and like I could go into designing characters, um, doing illustrations for like books or something, and or video games, just designing environments for movies or whatever. There's a lot of different avenues I could go down. So I think that would be really cool because it's like a project based job. It's not the same every single day. So I find myself really leaning towards that because I think it would be a lot more interesting to be working on a project and having something new to work on every day rather than like doing the same exact thing every day. And since I love drawing so much and I've always been creating, it just feels natural for me to go into that.
Very cool. Again, if you're watching live, jump in and say hello. Do you, Gabrielle, the director of communications here, and I've been making digital images, and I kind of create them and I like them. I'm like, oh, that looks good. And then you push it out and you kind of, do you look for people's feedback? Do you want to hear, oh my God, I really like that? Or Gabrielle, why did you, make that dark or not light? Do you weigh in on people's feedback, or it's your art and it ends there?
I think that like when I'm creating a piece, I'm just thinking like what I think would be cool, But after I finish something, like I do enjoy like showing people and stuff. Like that's part of it for me too, like showing people and like hearing what they have to say about it, and just because I think that that's part of like why we create art. Like it's always been there throughout like human history, everything. Like people have always been sharing art with each other. So I don't know. I really like to share my art, but like it is like the process is fun for me too. Like that's the main part.
Sure. Is this process, again, this is digital art here. This is the award-winning piece, Lured into the Deep. Gabrielle, is this process digitally versus you, as you use the word illustrating, or is it drawing? I don't want to say the wrong word. Is that a different sort of creative outlet for you to do it this way or by hand? Do you feel differently? Talk to me about the differences in those two processes.
Well, with the programs that you use for digital art, you can basically just like draw like you would with a pencil like into the program. Like it's like a blank white sheet of paper almost.
Mhm.
Like you just draw with the stylus.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of ways that you can make it almost feel like traditional art.
Yeah.
So I never really found like it difficult. Well, I guess I've been doing it for a couple of years now, so it's not. But I've worked well both traditionally and digitally. I never found it like a huge issue for me to go between both of them
Mhm.
because like I do a lot of traditional and digital work, and um, but yeah, I really like the different like tools that the digital illustration like that the programs offer. It makes it a lot like easier to do certain things like with the filters and stuff, and like you can like change colors more easily and stuff. It just makes my process easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like when I first look at this, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that was digital art. Pretty cool.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Really, really cool. Let's look at a couple pieces. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that. All right, let's pull up this one first. So I will turn it over to
Oh,
you.
yes. That one was an assignment last year. I believe it was college drawing. And the assignment was to create like a creative portrait. So it's a self-portrait. I tried to draw myself, but we had to incorporate elements of a popular painting into
Mhm,
it so
mhm.
that the you can see that the flowers all around like on the shirt and in the mirror, um that's Van Gogh's almond blossom, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where that design comes from. Like that's part of the assignment, I had to fit that in. And we also had to have a black and white portion of it, so I put that outside of that mirror there.
Yeah.
But basically what you're seeing is me looking into the mirror, and then there's like an alternate version of like myself, I guess. And I just wanted to like show like I guess it's like the creative kind of like the mind of an artist, I guess, is what you're seeing in
Yeah.
that mirror. I wanted to have it be like a kind of like a portal into some alternate dimension or something. It's
Cool.
really however you want to think about it. I just
Yeah.
thought, it looked cool and stuff. And the design like along the bottom of like the mirror and stuff, like all those little colorful things, like, and then contrasting with the black and white. Like I wanted to show the mundaneness of like maybe the kind of normal life with the black and white, and then the creativity is so much more like colorful and like if that makes sense.
Yeah. And
That's
now,
what I try to do with that piece.
and is that colored pencil? Is that pencil?
Most of it was colored pencil.
Okay.
Yeah, it was completely colored pencil.
Do you like or enjoy giving rules to your art? Do you
Mm.
like those kind of barriers put on you, or do you want to just say, hey, let me do my thing here?
Mm. Well, I guess when like with an assignment, obviously you have to do like guidelines and stuff that to fit it with the assignment. But I always like have taken my own creative spin on stuff when I can. So I tried to take that as far as I could really. Like I think having a guideline is good for like getting something started
Mhm.
because it's almost like a prompt.
Sure.
But then I don't know. I've always been inclined to lean more towards like fantasy stuff. So guidelines are helpful, but I kind of push it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Let me ask you this while we have this piece up, and I'll turn this one off for a second. And this, I notice, Gabrielle, that the eyes are different. That you have two
Oh
different
yeah.
eyes in the mirror image, and then on your,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what you call her here, on your mermaid, or is that a
Yeah.
mermaid? You have two different eyes. Talk to me about those
Mhm.
similarities in these two pieces.
Well, for this piece actually, the really what's going on here is like it's inspired by siren folklore. I'm
Okay.
not saying she herself is a siren because like those are more like bird creatures,
Mm-hmm.
but like just the story that's happening there. And so she basically like lured the drowning guy. Like he was lured in there by her. So I wanted to like show that through her eyes. And I thought that it would be a cool way to like having the one red eye would be a cool way to show that like she's like not normal, and also bring warmth, like draw your eye to that part of the piece,
Yeah.
because everything around it is so cool, and
Yeah.
then you're immediately drawn to like the warm parts. So that's where I got that from. And then with the other piece, that one, I honestly, with that eye, I just thought it looked like, I thought it would look really cool to do like kind of droopy, kind of abstract looking eye. You know, and sometimes I feel like it's good to do stuff just because it looks weird or looks cool.
Yeah.
And you know, I think of the phrase like the eyes are the window to the soul, you know, like so these eyes, you know, it's showing like that these characters are not normal, you know, like this one's some, I guess, like a portrayal of just the odd, I don't even know how to put it, like the abnormal for that one. And then
Yeah.
the other one is just like, you know, she's not a normal human. Like she
Sure.
has something's wrong with her. So yeah, I like to play around with the eyes a lot for sure.
Very cool. Let's look at another piece here.
Oh yes, this one.
Talk to me.
So this one is basically about, like, you know, you see like this flower girl basically, and all these vines all around her, and it's almost like I've tried to portray like the feeling of being like trapped by your own mind, kind of, because if you look at the piece, like all of the vines around are actually just coming from the flower, so they don't go like off the painting at all, they just come from the flower. So it's like
Sure.
she did that to herself, kind of. That's what I'm trying to say there. And you know, I made it blue to make it more solemn, and but with there's a hopeful aspect to it though, because someone's reaching down and like offering help to this flower in her like situation, and I showed that through like the colors, you know, the warm yellow and orange is all like joyful and bright, and the sad tones like the blue. So, and that works with like color theory too, because orange and blue are like contrasting colors, so they naturally look good together.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing there.
Yeah.
That one.
You certainly hit the mark.
And
And there's the eye again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And you have the bright and the as you said, solemn or darker there. It's
Mhm.
really interesting.
Thank you.
It's interesting to hear while looking at the piece, hear you talk
Yeah,
about it
yeah.
too. Yeah. All right. We got a couple more here. This is fantastic. These are also award winners here
Yes.
in Español. ¿Habla español?
Un poco.
Un poco. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have to get these translated? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. These are ADAC award-winning posts here. Talk to me, Gabrielle. What were you doing here?
So the one to the left is my sophomore year one I submitted, and it just got an honorable mention. But the one to the right I submitted last year, my junior year, and
Nice.
it got the grand prize.
Nice.
But I really like the sophomore year one, and I thought that it includes it should be recognized. That's why I like included it with my portfolio and
Yeah.
everything. But basically the goal of these pieces is to like show the happiness that comes with like being free from addiction of like drugs and alcohol, because it's for ADAC and that's their goal. But I tried to portray that in different ways for both of these pieces. For the sophomore year one, this one's interesting because I actually took inspiration from Michelangelo's like the Sistine Chapel. Yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
And the composition of it too, like the way that the characters are placed, and like the general, like, you know, the dinosaur is like the way that I have it placed is the way that the sheets are placed like in that painting. I tried to like recreate the way that that painting looks with that. But I took a spin on it by making it like the girl is reaching down, helping him out of like addiction. You know, the vines are like holding him down, you know. So
even his hand is
Yeah.
limp, where hers is firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that the Sistine Chapel was like a good I saw that and was like, that would work for helping someone out of their misery, you know?
I like it.
So that's what I like about that one. I feel like I feel like it deserved a little more recognition.
Okay.
But it got an honorable mention, so that was not really nice. I'm like honored. I'm honored for that.
Yeah.
But then for the one last year, I basically it just has three characters like hiking because I figured, in nature you're so free feeling, I guess. That's why I tried to like show their
Mm-hmm.
like they're exploring, they're having a nice time with their friends and stuff. You can see like the guy to the left is taking a picture of like you can't really see it on here, it's so small, but taking a picture of like a ladybug, like little details like that. And I think that piece is really fun.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And what a contrast, Gabrielle. I mean, really cool. Like you look at these, and then like this could be on the cover of a national art book, like a kid's book. Like they're so different. Really, it shows your versatility in your work.
Thank you.
I like the 845 there. Well done.
Yeah.
Way to represent. All right, Gabrielle. One more here. Talking about your art, and again, this is Gabrielle Polarski, our award-winning senior artist here, and these are some of her pieces. So, talk to us about this one.
So this one was originally created my sophomore year, but because I wanted to include it in my portfolio, I fixed it up a lot with acrylic paint markers. I went and like changed up a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like a combination of like my old, like what I used to do and what I do now. So I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like that's a cool part of the piece to me. Like that change that I went through almost.
I like it.
But basically what's happening here is you see like this mermaid creature who's probably about to get eaten by this anglerfish creature in the background. And I really just wanted to create like a sense of like danger almost with this one. I just thought like just the mood of it is like, you see her up in the front and she's completely oblivious to like what's in the back, but we can see it. But I like the fish is like kind of in the darkness, hidden from her. But like as a viewer, you can see it, so you know that there's like an imminent danger there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to like make the teeth look all like sharp and stuff, and like the change that this piece went through is really like good because it shows like my the original version of it was a lot more kind of it was a lot less neat. So this piece is really like it's kind of inspiring to me because sometimes I don't see like how much I've improved over the years. But like working on this piece for my portfolio, I was really like, wow, I've made a lot of progress, and it was like inspiring to me. But yeah, I really like this piece though. I think it's fun.
Very cool. Yeah, you certainly hit the mark with the teeth, the color. The colors are again fantastic.
Oh, yes.
The contrast.
I did the blue and the orange again.
There you go. Another water theme. I like it. I like certainly what you're doing here. The color matches and well done.
Thank you.
Gabrielle, you're making this art, you're in school, kids like to make content to, they want to go viral. They want, do you hope to make money one day? Like, do you hope to make a piece one day that you could say like, wow, this became, not only an award-winning art piece, but sold for a lot of money?
That would be cool, certainly. Like, but I think more the way that I'd be making money as an illustrator is probably through like working for a company, designing characters for them or designing environments, kind of being like a concept artist or something, like designing things for media like TV or video games or just whatever I kind of find myself doing in that, I think would be more like realistic. But I also think it would be cool to explore it to like selling pieces, maybe like trying to sell paintings. I think the versatility of it is like because I can explore different things like that. Like that's part of what I like about it.
Yeah.
I can go down different paths, maybe even eventually become like an art teacher if I wanted to.
Whoa.
Maybe later in life or something. But I think for now I want to try to see what I can do with like working as an illustrator, since we live in like a part of the country where New York City is so close, there's so many opportunities there. I'm like, I think it would be really cool to try and pursue that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of opportunity there.
I do too. You can sense and feel the talent here, and certainly see you doing great things. You mentioned teachers. Certainly give a shout out to Miss Horst and Miss Maloney, your art teachers. They can't speak highly enough of you. Talk to me about your relationship with Miss Horst and Miss Maloney and what they've done for you here in the Port Jervis Art Department.
Well, they've always been really great. I've had Miss Maloney like every single year of high school now. I've been in her room, so that's been really nice. She's always been so sweet and kind, and Mrs. Horst too. Like, they're just like very sweet people, and they've always like been very encouraging of me like pursuing different just whatever creative idea I have. Like, they're always very encouraging about it. They've never been like, oh, that's a bad idea, that's not. Like, they've always been very supportive of just my different ideas and things, and even just stuff that's unrelated to art, just like chatting normally. They're just great teachers.
Oh, very cool, very nice. I know they're super proud of you. So this award is going to continue here, right? So you're going to this thing on Saturday.
Yes.
There might be some weather here. I hope they.
I think it was Friday, actually.
Was it Friday? Oh, Friday the 7th.
Yes,
Yeah.
Friday.
Okay, so it's this Friday. That's right. So talk to me. What's going to happen Friday? You're going to New Paltz. Do you get to miss school?
No, it's afterwards. It's in the
maybe
evening.
maybe we can get her out early, Miss Horst, Miss Maloney. But you're going to New Paltz, and your artwork's going to be on display.
Yes, I think there would be like some type of exhibit there with all the other winners and stuff. So that'd be cool to see what everyone else did, what everyone else submitted. But for this award though, I immediately am considered for like the national thing for scholarship. No, Scholastic. But they do have a scholarship too. That's why I was like mixing that up.
I like that. Also. I like the ring to that. Yeah.
But yes, so that's really nice. For like, because the Gold Key Award, I'm just like automatically put into that.
Cool.
That's very nice.
Do you get to go somewhere for that? When is that?
I'm not sure like about that yet. I don't even know like what happens with that, or like when I would even expect to hear back. But it'll be really nice to visit New Paltz though. I've been there before on like visits. It's a very nice place. I'm sure it'll be a great ceremony.
Very cool. That's this Friday here. I'm glad it's not the weather. We get more weather Saturday. A couple friends watching here. Kenny Glass, Extreme Window Tinting. Mrs. Shock, longtime friend of Port Jervis. Thanks for tuning in, friends. Very cool. Well, we hope you win all of these things, but we wanted to give you a little something here. Gabrielle, you've certainly shown your Port Pride, and this is the Port Pride coin. And it has the 5 points of Port Pride here. So that is for you. And here's cool little handle with the Port Pride 5. So thank you for showing your Port Pride and certainly expressing it here. We'd love to see it. It's really, really cool. We talked a lot about art, Gabrielle. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Is there anything else you wanted to say? Or
no, but I think that's it. I mean, like, I think that we have like a great environment here at Port. Like, all the teachers have always been great, friends, everything. That's it, I guess. Like,
you had a good experience. You were homeschooled till what grade? When did you come to?
I did like a private school for middle school.
Okay.
But I think I stopped homeschooling in 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. 6th, 7th, 8th. I did private school, and then I started here.
And you've had a good experience at the high school.
Yep, it's been nice.
Awesome, very cool. Are there other aspects of the day outside of art? I know you're in the band. I know you're in the National Honor Society. What else do you look forward to during the school day?
I think seeing friends is definitely like the highlight of my day. Just throughout the day, just that's like definitely fun, and I don't know, I think like the teachers and just the people around just make it like a good environment. I wouldn't say there's like a specific period that like, or part of the day that is my favorite, just because like it's the people that make it what it is. So I don't know. I've always liked my art classes though.
Perfect answer. Perfect answer. Well, we have Shannon Klotz here, Gabrielle, who was an art student, an award-winning art student, and now she's back teaching with us. The sky's the
yes,
limit.
yeah.
The sky's the limit for you, but certainly we would love to have you come back one day and work with us. Creativity, curiosity, and art. It's beautiful to watch being cultivated. Congratulations on these awards.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Gabrielle, we're going to get you out of here. Before we let you go, what does Port Pride mean to you?
I think it's just like the positive environment that we have in our community. It's just supporting each other, and it's like for me, it's the pride that I feel in that, like the teachers, the students, everyone just supporting each other. Like that's what it is for me, at least. Like that's what I think when I think of like my Port Pride.
Yeah, great answer. Gabrielle, I want to tell you, your art is inspiring. I think the world we're in now, there's a lot of anger out there and just, I don't know, tension with things. To see your artwork, to see the colors, to hear you talk about it, keep drawing, keep illustrating, keep painting. You're really good, and the world needs you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Gabrielle Polarski, everyone, we're really proud of you. Good luck Friday. Keep me posted. Let us know how it goes. And then, hey, let's keep in touch about this national award. And you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen. But your future is bright, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gabrielle, everyone, thank you so much, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Is there another place they could go? Do you have a website, or is there a place that people could go to see more of your art if they were curious?
I don't currently have very much. I had like an Instagram account, but like I don't take that very seriously though, because I haven't posted on it in a while. But I'd like to do more stuff on there, but it's not really. I don't really have anything like available on there, so not really.
Right.
Honestly,
It's coming to a theater near you. If you're a business owner here in Port, we are going to start getting your artwork out to the different businesses, and we're able to put the art pieces on these foam boards. So we're going to get these out for people. So right now, Lured Into the Deep is in the mayor's office, but we're going to get it out to some other businesses and such. So if you are a business owner, like our friend Kenny Glass there, and you'd like a piece of Port Jervis art in your space, let us know. Here was our middle school submission that we'll be bringing to you. This was Anastasia. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so we're going to be getting these out to people. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And Gabrielle said it here, 95% chance of closure tomorrow. So Dr. Bell, we hope you heard that. So there's your mom giving you a shout out as well. Miss Polarski, you got to be proud. We certainly are proud here. So Gabrielle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, can I get a go Port?
Go Port.
Bam.